We're at IMTS 2024, about to head into the MC Machinery booth to talk with Adam Weisup, Applications Engineer, about a full turnkey cell that they are showcasing in their booth. Let's get in there to learn more. We are at IMTS 2024, standing in the MC Machinery booth. Today with me is Applications Engineer Adam Weisup, and we're going to be talking about this turnkey cell behind us using a mill, a robot system, and their new sinker machine. So Adam, why don't you get us started and tell us about the mill that we have behind us and what it's doing in this process.
So this is our ROKU-ROKU mill here. This is a hybrid mill, so we can do graphite machining as well as we can do a lot of hard milling in it. So we'll do carbide, any hardened steel, copper, tungsten, that sort of stuff, all in the same machine.
And I know a lot of those materials can create a lot of dust and a lot of different things going on in the shop. How does this machine keep everything so clean?
So this machine has a dust collector attached to the back side of it, and it exchanges the air out of there 6 times a minute to keep all the dust and everything that keeps it pulled out, so they keep the environment clean around the shop.
All right, and so in here we are machining what that goes in through this whole cell?
So on this side we're machining the copper tungsten electrodes. That's going to go over here, and then we'll actually change the carbide. We're cutting carbide over there, and we're going to do roughing out on that machine, and then it's going to come back over in here to finish. So we're going to machine the electrodes, machine the electrodes on this side, rough the parts out, and then finish machine them back over here.
Awesome. Well, let's move over to the robot side and talk about this a little bit. So as you mentioned, the electrode is going to be taken from there into here.
Yep.
What kind of robot are we utilizing in this cell here?
So this is a Aroa robot, and we can use all these different locations to hold either electrodes or work pieces we can interchange through both the machines. So with the machine being super accurate like it is, we're able to do all the hard milling and graphite, and we can switch everything back and forth. And with the chuck systems, and we're able to get the repeatability to have the same zeros from machine to part.
I think one thing that a lot of people in the industry right now are talking about is automation. Can you talk about why this cell in particular is really good for efficiency and production inside of a shop?
Well, like in this case, so what we're doing is we have our parts set up here and then all of our electrodes. So this can, an operator can come in the morning and just set it up, and it can check the parts, check the electrodes for you, and just move through the whole process. And you're just putting parts in at the beginning of the day.
Awesome. Well, let's bring it down here. I know the SV12P is a new machine for you guys. Why don't we highlight it real quick, and then we'll tie it back into the process.
So this machine here is our new sinker machine. We have our brand new control on it, SV12P. This will be our high accuracy machine that's going to be just ready for automation. So all of this stuff can interface with any of the other products that we have, or any robots out there as well.
I know a lot of times when we're at trade shows, people will stop by a machine like this and say, what is that and what is it doing? And so for the work that's done on this particular machine, can you talk about the accuracy and the precision that this machine can do down to microns?
Yeah, this machine will hold a couple tenths pretty easily. We can do better qualities than that depending on the electrodes that we're starting with. So that's the nice thing about it, repeatability, and the birds are going to be the same time after time.
And we've talked before about the sinker having the fuzzy logic system that allows electrodes to last a little bit longer in the process. How does that tie into this whole turnkey cell?
So with this one, what it does is it's always monitoring, and it's keeping your wear down. So sometimes we'll get more uses out of our electrodes, and then it's also protecting the electrodes from any damage happening, and then actually speeding up the process for us too.
Awesome. And then the last question for you is, a lot of people want to know, what types of cells are these going to be made for? More job shop style, high production, precision work, kind of a mix?
Well, yeah, kind of a mix. You don't even necessarily need high production because it's so easy to set up, and you just need some certain, part of a certain size and be able just to automate it. And the automation part is incredibly easy on here to be able just to run through, and it's just the programming side of it keeps it real easy, and it's just real intuitive to be able to have a long running cycle.
Awesome. Well, Adam, thanks so much for being with us, and be sure to stop by the MC Machinery booth at IMTS 2024. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.
All right, thanks.